Hey there, tech aficionados! Welcome back to our thrilling software evolution series. In this episode, we are diving into the pivotal processes of software evolution. As you can see, slide number 2, chapter 9 will be covering different topics, including evolution processes, legacy systems, as well as software maintenance. Moving on to slide number 3, here we confront the unavoidable truth of software change. It's universal challenge for organizations to not only implement but also to manage these changes efficiently in their existing systems. Moving on to the next slide, we explore why evolution is crucial in software. Organizations invest heavily in their software system, which is essential to their business operations. To preserve and enhance their value, these systems must undergo constant updates and evolution. Interestingly, a large portion of the budget in big companies is allocated more for evolving existing software than for creating new applications. In this slide, we unravel the spiral model of software development and evolution, depicted here in slide number 5 of chapter 9. The spiral model is a sophisticated framework that integrates iterative development with systematic phases. It begins with specification phase, where requirements are gathered and defined. Following that, we move into implementation, where the software is built according to the specifications, of course. Once we have a working version, it enters the validation phase, as we have seen before, where the product is tested and bugs are ironed out. After validation, the software is released into operation. But that is not the end. Software evolution is continuous, so the spiral loops back, taking feedback from the operation phase to start the cycle anew for the next release, making improvement with each iteration. The model underscores the software development is never truly finished. It evolves by going through these phases repeatedly, ensuring the product remains effective and relevant over time. On this screen, you see a linear progression starting with software development. This is where the magic actually happens, with the birth of a new software product crafted to meet its initial requirements. As we move right, we encounter software evolution. It's a transformative phase where the software adapts and grows, acquiring new features and enhancement to stay relevant and competitive. Next comes software servicing, and this period focused on maintenance, where the software is fine-tuned and kept in top condition through updates and patches. Finally, we reach software retirement. It's the end of the road for the software product, where it's phased out as newer, more advanced solutions take its place. Here in this slide, we are dissecting the critical stages of software post-development. We have evolution, servicing, and phase out, followed by a look into the processes that govern software evolution. In the evolution stage, a software system is actively used and continuously refined. New requirements emerge and are incorporated, enhancing the system functionality. Transitioning to servicing, the focus shifts to maintenance here. The goal is to keep the software operational through bug fixes and environmental updates without adding new features. Eventually, we reach to the last stage, which is phase out stage. The software here is still in use, but no new updates are rolled out. Well, understanding evolution processes is key, as they vary based on the software type and the development methodologies applied and the team's expertise. In this slide, we will be navigating the change identification and evolution processes in software development. This cycle starts with a new system, fresh and ready for deployment. As it enters the operational phase, we initiate the change identification process. This is where we gather feedback and detect areas needing improvement. Next, we move to change proposal. Here, we articulate the necessary changes and preparing for the next phase. Then comes the software evolution process. This phase integrates the proposed changes into the system, evolving and enhancing its capabilities. The cycle is continuous, with each phase feeding into the next, ensuring that the software grows and adapts to meet the ever changing needs of its users. Here, we walk through the essential steps of handling change in software systems. It starts with the changing requests on the left side, where users and stakeholders express their needs for new features or fixes. Then, impact analysis is conducted to understand the implications of these changes on the current system. Next, we have different stages: fault repair, and platform adoption and system enhancement, which represent the types of changes that might be implemented, each addressing different needs for modifications. Then we have release planning, which is actually crucial for scheduling these changes, ensuring they are rolled out smoothly. Change implementation, which is the next stage. In this stage, the planned changes are executed, making sure they are integrated properly into the system. Finally, the system release is when these changes go live, updating the system for all users. On these slides, we go deep dive into the change implementation in software development. This phase begins with proposed changes, where we identify and propose necessary alterations to enhance the system. Moving into requirement analysis, these changes are scrutinized against the existing requirements to ensure alignment with the project goals. Next is requirement updating, a crucial step where the software requirements are revised to incorporate the proposed changes. And finally, we have the software development, where these updates are brought to life in the form of code, accumulating in the new improved version of the software. In the following slides, we actually talk about the emergency repair process in software systems. This process is crucial when quick fixes are needed to address urgent issues. For example, let's say having a vulnerability in the code. We will not have the time to go through the previous processes, which will take a lengthy process, and it's going to be, of course, taking more time. However, in this process, it's an emergency repair process where everything is kind of like a quick, and we can go through shorter or less stages. Here, it starts with the change request, identifying what needs immediate attention. Then, once we know what needs our immediate attention, then we can move to the analyze source code, diving into the system to locate and understand the issue. Next is just doing the thing, like modifying the source code, where developers make necessary corrections swiftly and efficiently. Finally, we deliver the modified system, rolling out the changes to ensure the software is running smoothly again. Here, we delve into the seamless integration of agile methods within software evolution process. Agile is the embodiment of iterative enhancement, ensuring a fluid transitions from development to evolution. It's akin to a riveting serial where each installment enriches the narrative. In agile practice, evolution is not an afterthought, but a continuation of development, characterized by regular, iterative releases. Any new modifications are crafted into user stories, seamlessly incorporated into subsequent iterations. And with that, we end up today's journey through software evolution. We have traversed from change identification to agile integration in the software lifecycle. If you love this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more insight. Keep evolving with us, and let's decode the world of software together in our next episode. Thank you for watching.